Hello guys, this is Prince Jaya Kenya back again today with a video, and today's video is a motivational video and an inspiration video. As you can see, the title of the video is Faith Part 1. Faith Part 1. In many circumstances are the time that we usually see that God doesn't exist. In many circumstances are the one that we usually try with our own energy, with our own effort, until we usually reach to an end without a success, without getting what we are aspiring to get, and we come in a conclusion that might be God doesn't hear our prayer, might be God doesn't care, might be God is not concerned about what I'm going through. Maybe it's sickness, maybe it's lack of food, lack of job, lack of house rent, lack of school fees, all those stuff that we pass through as a human being. Let me tell you something. One thing I have come to realize is that there is nothing that happens in your life that God doesn't know. God knows your beginning and your end. God is the author and the finisher of your life. Before you existed in this world, God already knew you. God already knew that you will pass whatever that you will pass. God is the author of your life, and I repeat again. So in everything that you pass through, all what you need to do is to base your faith to the person, the author of your life, to your creator. You see, because he knows better than you know, because he knows more than you know. So myself, I'm just one kind of that individual that I have experienced God in many ways. I made another video last year which says that beside that I was told about God by my mom, beside I was told about God by my parents, by my teacher, by my preacher. I don't trust God because I have heard him from other people. I don't trust God because I have heard him or I have read him in a Bible. No, I trust God because I have experienced him in my life in many different cases. I trust God because I have tested and proven that God is good and God is real and God really exists, because I have gone through a lot of issues in my life that no human being could be able to take me out. No human being could help me out. No any human being could understand me unless only God himself, the person that created me, come in to offer the aid in my life. So let me give you some of the testimonies that God really did it for me, and whereby I saw that this is God. So after my high school in the year 2016, I failed my exam. I told you that earlier in my videos. So I had no option. Now the only thing that was awaiting for me is to go and hustle and work do hard work like any other man. So myself, I'm just a young kid. I don't know anything, 19 years old. I thought that the life gonna be good once I graduate from high school. I'll get a good job, start living the life, enjoy myself, until I face the reality of life. Expectation and reality is two different things, and they work and they are in two different roads. They don't even work somewhere closer together, expectation and reality. So I went to Saburu to live with this friend of mine. So over there I passed through a lot. I tried to put the application letter in all the offices, in the county government itself. I tried to put the application, even hotels, agencies, everywhere. If at all I can tell you the letters I could write every day, and I could try to go to cyber to print them out. Even I could try to ask people money to give me maybe 100 bob to go and print out the application letter. So I placed my job application letter in all those offices, to no avail. Don't forget, I am a Christian. I used to go to church every day. I used to go to the service. Over there is this church that was doing service every day, every night. I could go to pray for my kids. First month, nothing happened. Second month, nothing happened. Until I came to figure out and think about myself. And Satan got attention and part of me and told me, you know what? This God doesn't really care. This God doesn't live. And if he live, he don't care about you. Look, you have searched for jobs since when you came here. Now your friend reached to a point of, he could go to work and then come back. He eat at hotel, then come back and tell me, you know what? Today we were not paid, so we don't have something to eat. Why? I understand his case because I became like a burden, living in another person's house in town, 2 months, no job, waking up every day, even the soap to wash your clothes. You are depending on this person. I understand his case. Giving up on me, he's a human being, so it's normal for him to give up on me. So myself, I reached to a point I made a decision that I'm not going any longer to church. I'm not going any longer to the prayer service. I'm not going any longer to anything about related to God, and I don't want to hear anything about God. And I told God this prayer. I remember it was on 28 February or 2017. I told God by date 1 it's either you take me out of Samburu County or give me job in Samburu County. And you know what? That day I was supposed to go to church. I didn't go to church. I just decided to go to movie. The money that I got from movies, a neighbor from the place that I was living with my friend, he knew the condition that I'm going through. So sometimes he could give me like 50 bob, just buy some mandazi and just eat, and you will feel good, you know. So that day I went to a movie. I didn't go to church, and to your surprise, when I was still watching the movie, there like several after a while I got a call from one of my friend, my old classmate, and he asked me how I'm faring. So I didn't hide. I told him the way I'm suffering. I told him I have given up. So that's when he asked me, do you mind if you can come and do mjengo job? So because of the suffering that I had gone through, I didn't tell him no. Although I have never done mjengo, I told him yes. But I told him I don't have an the fare or the bus fare, and he told me no problem, I'm gonna send you. So he sent me the bus fare, and I went to Nakuru. I started doing the mchengo job over there. Again my life started like to thrive, and you know, the broom to come out, you know. So I started to regret the decision that I made to give up on God. Again I started to regret my mind that was telling me God doesn't exist, God doesn't care, you know. So it means that all this time I was going through all this, God was hearing me, God was watching me, you know. God was seeing everything that is happening in me, but he didn't give up on me. God was waiting the right time for him to come and act, and that's why he acted. So I had to apologize again to God, you know. No matter what you are going through, no matter all the experiences you are going through, God knows your condition. God knows you. It doesn't matter how long you have prayed, but he has the right and specific time that he will show up on your case, and he has a reason, because he wants to glorify himself through your case. So again I came to apologize about my God, and really known that truly God has done it for me. So another thing is, once when I completed my NYS school, so life was very hard. There was no job everywhere. There was no anything. So I talked to my mom and told her, you know what? I'm over 20 years. I'm just staying here, 3 months, 4 months, no job because of COVID. I won't take that like an excuse, because where there is a will, there is a way. So I just decided to take a step of faith. So I went back to Samburu again, to look for life. You know what? So I struggled there. I could sleep in a sack, you know. A friend of me helped me with a sack. So I had to look for a job. At the beginning, I had no job, but now I have. I was already like, I was mature, so I had realized how life works. So I was not choosing any job. So I started like Jengo, went to Kazi Mitaani, went to security. So this is what will shock you. So when I was doing the Kazi Mitaani, so for 3 months I was not getting paid, because my money had a problem issue, because I subscribed, or I enrolled myself with a mobile phone that I had already registered with my dad's ID. So when they wanted to dispatch or pay me my money, now the ID name and my name and the ID that is registered at that time does not match. So there is no way they could pay me until they settle that problem. So the month I had, they were not paying me. Remember, I'm paying a house. How was I paying a house? So when I'm not in Kazi Mitaani, I could try all I can at least to get Jengo somewhere, so that I can be able to pay a house. And if I lack Jengo, I could go to my radar. He had a big farm. I could ask him just to give me a job, even if it is to water his branch, so that at least he can deduct that my work pay from my rent, you know. So this 3 months, it was a very hectic. I used to go to work, no food, no anything for the house. I'm telling you how I used to survive. So there is these 2 women used to buy me uji porridge every day, and buy me mandazi, you know, until for 1 month they bought me that stuff. Now the second month they struggle again, until the third month I decided to quit the Kazi Mitaani. I quitted the Kazi Mitaani. Although still, even though I quitted, the supervisor could still write my name that I'm there, because even my workmates just were concerned about my case, and they told the supervisor, just feel him, he is there. So they used to feel me, I'm there even if I was not there. So the third month I went to do the Jengo and stuff like that. So until now I decided, you know what, let me just go back to Kazi Mitaani, because it's not also good to eat the money that you to be filled out that you are not there and you are there. So I went back there and continued to struggle. So one day I just decided to let these women who are doing good to me that, don't worry, because tomorrow I'm the person that will buy you the mandazi and uji, and I will spoil you. You know, you have been doing good to me, you have been of kindness to me, and now tomorrow is the day that I will also pay back your kindness. So The moment that I'm telling you I'm telling them those stuff, I have no job, I have no money, I have no anything. But mentally, I was prepared that I will go to look money anyway. I will try to ask for loan from even my landlord himself and everybody, just to make sure that I have surprised those women in those women. So remember, when I told you to take you back, when I told you that I was sleeping in a sack, there's this friend of me who was in NYS school, but he had came to Samburu to hustle for a while, then go back to school. So after that week, that he is the one that gave me his mattress, and I told him this thing: before you come back, I will have my own mattress, and I will have my own mattress with a bed and a chair. I told him that before you come back, I will have a mattress, bed, and a chair. I don't know where I will get those stuff. I was telling him by faith that I will get those stuff, but I don't know where. And now another thing, here I have promised these women that I will buy them mandazi and porridge tomorrow. So this is what happened. Before the day ends, before we finish the day of our workplace, I got a call from one of my friends who told me, you know what? The NYS, the money that they used to keep for us or to charge us for the saving, they have sent us how many? 15,000. I could not believe that. So I rushed to the post bank to check whether it's truly what he is telling me, and truly indeed, the money that the NYS was with the withholds, the money that NYS had for us, they had dispatched us. So my faith of promising these women that tomorrow I'm gonna buy them the mandazi and everything came true. So because the following day I had a lot of money, so I went there, bought them everything, a lot of stuff, just to show them that really God is good God, and he really answer up. Although for them, they didn't know that I didn't have money, and they didn't know where I got the money. All they were surprises. I'm a man of my promise, but I know in the reality, it is not me, it is God who have come for my aid. So on that case, on that money, I bought a bed, I bought a chair, I bought a table. So before my friend came, you know what? I had told him before August, because he was to come back after August on September. I told him before August I will have bed and a share. And before the August end, because I got my money at the third week of August, I bought a share, I bought a bed. And when he was coming on September, he found me with a share and a bed, and my own mattress. So I was sleeping on two mattresses. So that again made me to realize that God really exists, because through that situation, my friend, even today, he believed that truly God answered prayer, because he asked me, did you have money when you were making this promise? I told him no, but I trusted in God. So on my conclusion, when I was still in NYS, I told my friends that, you know what, one day I'm gonna go to America. Not this, one day I'm gonna go to America. So I had no money, I had no anything, but I told them one day I'm gonna go to America. The reason why I told them is we were going to fight for a firewood, and then we saw a KWS airplane flying, and I looked at that airplane and imagined that one day I'm gonna go to America. So that was back 2018. But one of my friends, who is Ameru, told me, Jack, you are here in NYS because your parents didn't have enough money to take you to a course that is college or outside the course, you see. Because I was doing plant operator, there are some people who go to civilian school to do the plant operator if you have money, like 80,000. But myself, I had no money. That's why I joined NYS to get the plant operator course for free. So that friend of me told me, you are here because you didn't get money to go to plant operator school outside, and now you are telling me you're gonna go to America. Do you have money? Do you know anybody in America? I told him no. He told me, don't wake up from a daydream, man. He told me America is not people don't go to America easily as you think. And truly, he brought me to the world of reality, that yes, America is not gone by simple people. So he brought me to the world of suffering, the world of reality that I was undergoing through. But later on that day, that's when I asked myself, why do I allow another human being like me to demorate or to bring down my faith? Why don't I believe in God? God is the creator of Kenya and America and any other country in the world. God is the creator of heaven and earth. So God, if God wants, he can take me from his bedroom to master room. So that is the bed. Let's say the sitting room. Let's say the sitting room is in Kenya. The sitting room is in America. The bedroom is in Kenya. So God is the author of this country. He is the not the author. He is the creator of the world. So take me from one part to another part of his own inheritance and territory. It's very easy. So I just decided I'm gonna trust in God, and one day, no matter what, I don't know anybody in America, but one day I will go in America. So days went by until now. I came again, the way I told you, the urge and desire to research more about America. Green card came onto me, and I applied the green card. Failed the first time, applied the second time, got it. You know my story, how I struggled to get money, to get house, to get everything. and to be here I am. So the motivation on this is, remember my friend Como told me that don't think one day you can make it to America. Don't think because America is not going like that way. So look where I am. I'm talking and making this video in the country that one of my friend told me you can't make it. You see, that is the faith in God. So don't listen to people, don't listen to the world, don't listen to your circumstances, don't listen to the situation that you are right now. Just lift your spirit up. Just lift your hope to the over and finisher of your life. Just believe in God that one day, no matter what you are passing through, that one day, no matter the situation, no matter the background, no matter the where you are born, you know, God will come and do something. God knows you better. God have a billions way He can come to your aid and He can come and help you. So this is just a motivation that just believe in God. Believe in God. Everything is possible for those who trust in God. And don't have a plan B. Let God be your plan A, and plan A that if it's not God, it is God. And if it's not God, it is God. And before you leave this world, tell God that I want to see your blessing. I want to see you changing my name. I want to see you changing the situation of my family. And you know what? God is faithful to those that trust in Him. He will never let you be put in shame. So may God bless you. May God be with you. Please, if this video has inspired you or encouraged you in one way or another, consider sharing, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and consider liking and commenting. Bye bye, and God bless you. Your tomorrow is great. It's great. Just keep your faith on the Lord.